Hey. Hey, are you alright? You don't look alright. Alright, so last night I was out here. I cleaned out the fertilizer boxes, all the big stuff. There's still mouse nest in there and rust and all kinds of nasty, but I cleaned out all the boxes as far as parts and laid it out in front of each row that it was in. Seed plates, chains, and I found some. Those are for the hoppers, seed hoppers. Or I don't remember if they're for the lid or if they're. Yeah, I don't think they're for the lid. I think they're for underneath. But I got those, and then all the grease gun out and everything. But what I need to do today is tomorrow I'm going to head down to the hunting camp and steal the fertilizer boxes and the openers off of it and put on this one. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try to figure out how to get these boxes off, so that way I can take the other ones off without destroying them, and these will probably become planters at my house. I'm going to save the lids because the lids are still good, but as far as everything else, it's shot, so they're not going to be good for anything else other than filling with dirt and putting flowers in. And I might save the augers in there depending on what kind of shape they're in. So what we'll do is we'll move everything out of the way and we'll get the associated tools out, and we'll start by taking the fertilizer shoes off and then work on the boxes. So let's get at her. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll take one side off, one whole box and everything, and then I'll time lapse the other one. So I have everything we should need. Pliers, wrenches, sockets, and my little mid-torque. Hopefully the mid-torque's enough to take these off. So let's set you guys up. Throw you around a little bit and see what we can get for you. Hose clamps for these. They should come off fairly easy because it looks like they've been moved one time or another. Use my hammer pliers here. You've got nails and all kinds of stuff. I tell you, farmers are some of the most hell, I can't say the word. Intuitive? Is that the right word? Ingenuitive? I don't know. People I know. And give her a good. Well, that nail's gonna have to come out there for that to drop down. So we're gonna need another tool. Okay, so pull this guy. Out in the trash. That's no good. And then the nail. There we go. Now we can get to it. Sort of. Not really. All right, got a hammer. Let me get a punch now.
Wait!
What?
What are you doing with it?
Ouch.
How hard is it going to be?
It's gonna be pretty easy.
Pretty easy?
Yep.
Cool.
As long as it's got pins and not nails in it.
Look!
Pins.
Yeah, they got nails and stuff in here, and but you pull this pin, that takes the front loose, and it should just be two pins on the back of the thing and a couple keepers. And
Yeah. It might be a little different style.
no,
I'd say it's more round.
no, they're the same.
You sure?
Yeah,
They look a little different. Mine's more open.
no, they're the same. Trust me.
Hey, vegetable. How is it different? Whoops.
Whoops.
Smoke is here. Smoke.
Watch out. Watch out. I gotta get over here. Let's take all that off before I loosen it up.
I gotta mow the grass, Logan.
Yeah.
Mom wants to have a fire tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Now I gotta pull this pin. Maybe. Oh. Okay, that's it for down here.
Down.
And then gotta pull these pins. Right here. Got the safety wire. Persuasion. Might need a lot of persuasion. Alright. Now, should just be able to pull these keepers. These keepers here.
Come right through here with that bottom where my minutes to start.
And
Long as it don't start. Come right through here.
off. Now I'll do the next one. Alright, so the boxes are off. You can see I actually took the seed boxes off and cleaned up my mess all around here. I went through and got all the seed discs or plates out and seen what I had of those. I actually have 6 of one, and I guess what we need to do now is we can start transferring everything over to 30-inch. I did notice a few things. This arm right down in here for the jack is bent. Somebody must have set something down on it or ran it over or something. So we'll have to address that. This tire I need to take off and either get a tube or another tire for it. That valve stem's dry rotted and leaking. And I mean, I could probably get by without doing that because I'm only going to use it one time every other year. So I don't know, we probably better address it now because my luck, the valve stem will end up shearing off when I'm needing it. So we better do that. It does have like a brand new tire on that side, so that's good. But I think before I start moving everything, I'm going to go through and grease everything while it's set up for its 36-inch rows so it's easier to get in between. And also I'm going to pull these back boxes off and dump them out. And to pull these off, there's just little cotter pins, and then these pins come out, and then get all that crap that's in them out and get them oiled up. I'll probably never use either sets of these boxes, but I want to get them to where they function and are oiled so that way they can just keep, you know. Probably won't ever use them, but at least they'll keep and it preserves a part of history. So anyways, what I'm going to do is my camera battery's low, and I'm going to go through and grease everything real quick and pull them boxes off, and we'll pick up after that. Alright, so to switch this planter over from 36 inch or 38 inch, whatever it's at, the first page in this book is how to move it. And you can see here, this book will cooperate. You can see corresponding bolts where they have to be for that desired width. Now it says for a 494A up here, no, down here, that you need smaller diameter seed hoppers. So I'm hoping I have the smaller diameter seed hoppers. I don't know. So what we're gonna have to do is, I'm sure it's got to do with something with clearance for that wheel. So what we'll do is we'll do this row unit, and what you got to do, there's a cotter pin that holds this on. This is your down pressure spring, and then you have to take these two bolts out, and we'll be putting them in these two holes here. Put them really close to that wheel. So I'm hoping that I don't have any issues as far as clearance. What I'll have to do is then I'll have to hook the tractor to it and let it down to see if we're going to have clearance issues. If we're going to have clearance issues, then we're probably going to have to get another planter, unless I can find smaller diameter seed boxes. But at the auction I bought this planter at, they sold some seed boxes for $90 a piece, and people that bought them used them as flower pots. So this planter is worth more as flower pots and yard decoration than it is as an actual corn planter. So, like I said, I'm going to do that first one. It says you got to lower it down, then slide it over. I don't see why I can't just take them bolts out and then slide it over. So we're going to try that and see what we come up with. Alright, so just as I figured would happen, knowing my luck, this is not going to work. I will not be able to set this up for 30-inch rows like I thought I could because of the seed boxes. Figures. So, yeah, because see, I need to be in these two holes. I'm at them two holes, sort of. And that seed box will not fit. I think I need the round cone-like ones. You would at least need them for the outer two. The middles you should be able to get by without them, I would think. So we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. That sucks. A big one. Sucks a big one. Yeah. And then I think for the middle, they got to go all the way in. Let me take a gander here. 30-inch. There's 3 holes out for the middle. Yeah, the middle wouldn't be no big deal. It's them outer ones. It's them outer ones. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go back to the drawing board and see what I can come up with. It's either going to be a new planter or 2 different boxes. So, I mean, this one would be good for 38-inch rows. The problem is, if I do 38-inch rows, then I have to be able to combine it. The guy that I had combine the beans runs 30-inch rows. So that's my only issue. That's why I wanted to do 30-inch rows, in case I couldn't get a combine and had to have him do it. I don't think anybody in the area has a 30-inch or 38-inch head. Now, if I could buy a head he could put on his combine, then maybe, but even I have a 30-inch corn head. So 30-inch I think is what we need to go to, and that sucks. That's not going to work. So let me go back to the drawing board.